Welcome back, Sham Fam. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you're not familiar with me or the channel, welcome. Number one, hi, I'm Emily, otherwise known as Shamanism. You can call me pretty much anything, just don't call me late for dinner. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you are not new, welcome back, love you, missed you. Mwah. So I thought that I would make this video here today again, and forgive, there's probably going to be some traffic going by and potentially some other noise, so if there are cuts, I'm sorry. That's the only reason why I would make some. But for some reason there seems to be a lot of traffic. For the record, it's as if trying to film right now, every possible car that can go by is trucks, and like the mail folks around here came by to drop off mail and they were like inching up the way. So comical side note, I'm just waiting that out. So back to you guys in just one hot second. Okay, sorry for the wiggle. So welcome back. I think most of the noise hopefully by now should be kind of taken care of. So I was inspired to, oh dear, let me not let you fall. You're very precariously balanced today, guys, I have to admit. Okay, so the reason for this video, I feel like I say this a lot, but here we are again, was actually largely inspired by a women's meeting that I've been attending and by some of the beautiful, inspirational women there. And as crazy as this may sound, the message of me being here today is quite literally to tell you that the world needs you to go out there and be yourself. And I know that I've said that in a lot of different ways, a lot of different times, in a lot of different videos, in a lot of different places, etc. It's only just now dawning on me though how incredibly important that actually is. See, here's the thing. Each one of us is an expression of the divine, of source, of universe, of God, if that's the word you choose to use for it. And so think about it this way. Think about if you've ever seen in an art museum and of those pointillist paintings, I think that's what they're called, pointillism. They're basically a whole bunch of, the entire scene is made up of tiny, tiny dots. Now, if you focus in on one dot in particular, for example, all you will see is that one dot. And you might think, oh, well, that's not a cool painting. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't see it. What you have to do is zoom out and to see how all the little dots make up this big picture in order to see that. The world is basically like that. So I wanted to make this video because, to be honest with y'all, I hadn't been feeling so strong and full of self-esteem recently. And then I had this women's meeting, and we literally, just by allowing ourselves to be there and to give each other the space to authentically be ourselves, okay, let me try to remember what I was saying. Sorry for that. There's, like I said, a lot of commotion here this morning for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I guess because it's Saturday, but the weather's not all that nice, as you can probably see. So it's like looming rain. Anyway, what I was saying was about the pointillist painting and how, if you want to think of it this way, if this might perhaps help your self-esteem and help you to see, like, so possible trigger warning here. I'm going to talk about suicidal ideation for just a second. For any of those of you who have ever experienced that, myself included, you know just how worthless and you can feel, one, and two, how much it kind of doesn't matter what anyone else external might say to you in those moments. You absolutely feel like you are the scum of the earth. You are worthless, you are worth less than nothing, that you don't deserve people's time, no one has space for you, things of this nature, right? Now, the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because I want, if you happen to, goodness forbid, catch yourself in that spiral, that downward spiral, which yours truly is all too familiar with, I'd like to offer you this perspective shift for times like that. And it's that of the pointillist painting that I was just talking about. The world, and I know this might, for some of you out there, this might be new information, so this might seem kind of crazy. However, think about this. The universe, and this is kind of a big idea, so bear with me. The universe is kind of like a huge, huge pointillist painting. And not just, by the way, not just our planet, like not just this visual image. I am, yes, a bunch of points that look like they're one big me, as well as the gravestone, as well as the bushes, as well as, you know, anything that appears physically solid in this realm and world. And I don't remember what I was saying with that. Except for that, we are all here embodied, and the point of that is you are needed. I know that people tell us that when we get down on ourselves sometimes, those of us who have battled with depression at one time or another, or anxiety, or just self-deprecating thoughts, right? When someone tells you, oh, but you and I know that people do this from the best places in their hearts. Often though, when people tell you like, well, it'll pass, or all these sort of things that should essentially be comforting, they really aren't. From my experience anyway, and if you're anything like me, it just puts you into more of a downward spiral, like, well, why can't I feel that? So instead of trying to force yourself to feel something, which used to be what I would do in these situations, I would invite you really lovingly to realize instead that without you, seriously, without your specific genetics, your flavor, your life, past lives, your current life, your expression of who you are, what you do, the language you speak, where you live, literally all of that is vital to the entire world image, and that without you, this pointillist painting would have like a big gaping hole. Like, I don't know, maybe if that was the reality we were sitting in, this gravestone wouldn't exist at all. You know, I guess what I would just want to leave you with here today is that, number one, you have no idea how actually anything you say might affect somebody on the outside and give them a positive shift by just being yourself boldly. And believe me when I say that I know that it is one of the most terrifying things to actually be your full embodied self, because it feels like you've taken down all your walls and you're standing there, you know, kind of comically like in the nightmare where you're naked in front of everybody. It's very, very scary. And I can also tell you that from having stepped into that little by little as I'm inching into that, it feels really good. It still terrifies me at times, absolutely. And it's also one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. Like, as an example, me signing up for this women's group was something that I knew in my heart I wanted to do. And I had to battle with my brain about the money part of it. And at the end of the day, you know what? It was so worth it because my heart knew. And that, my friends, is the message that I want to leave you with here today. It's that if you follow your heart, and I know that as kids we were like, this was like smooshed out of us in all kinds of different ways. However, it's BS. We are here to be magical magicians of whatever variety you are here to, I say magicians, I don't know, I'm not a magician, I'm a musician. But the point is, you're here to share that. You are here to share that, and you have no idea the ways in which your life will open up and transform when you actually step more into that, rather than being afraid of, what if so-and-so thinks that? What if blah, blah, blah says some such a thing? What if somebody makes fun of me? What if somebody looks at me while I'm recording a video, which, by the way, has happened about 5 times, so clearly I'm getting used to that. All of it just to say, if I hadn't gone to that group and experienced that level of acceptance and love for just who I am, I wouldn't be able to, maybe I would have found my way here eventually, right? But it's so helpful. And these sort of side messages, we can't really do this alone. Yes, you can. You can technically do this alone. But guys, we are meant to be interrelated, interconnected, and working together in this life. So I hope you remember that the next time you're feeling down, that you are just a singular dot, and that you can't see in that moment how you might be affecting the external world, or how you're an essential piece of the external world. And for the record, to those of you who may think to yourself, I don't have anything to say, I don't have anything valuable to say, I would disagree with that. You all have something valuable, maybe not to say, right? Maybe speaking isn't your thing, but whatever your art is, and you do have one, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what age you are, you absolutely were born into this world with an art. For some of you, a gift which might have been from even a past life. So my wish, hope, prayer, etc. for you all would be that you start to step into what I got to experience last week and allow yourself the freedom of really, really being you on the inside. Not you, the character you think you should play, not you, the you that you think your parents should want you to be, or any of that. Just inside you, guided by the heart. And you follow that and watch the magic. So with that, I will see you guys the next Talking Thursday, whenever that is. I send you so much love, the ability to have peace and patience, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Stay safe, stay true to your heart, and live from the inside out instead of the other way around. And turn off the noise. If you have to just get away from people, do it. See you next time. Much love. Bye.